Hi. Today I'm going to go over a set of life and death books that I really enjoy. Um, I think they're a nice, organized layout, um, and they are published by Baduktopia. You can go to baduktopia.com and order them, or you can also get them from other sites such as Slate and Shell. So the thing I like about these books is that they are very well organized in terms of technique. The authors have done an excellent job editing and selecting problems that illustrate common techniques in solving life and death problems. So, for example, in if you just look at the table of contents in this book, you can see tiger's mouth, making sacrifices, large knight's moves, finding various types of vital points, ko's, sacrifices, bent four in the corner, finding, making seki and sente, using sente, etc. So that's one thing I really like about these books is that they're organized in terms of level. You don't see one really hard problem followed by a very easy problem, etc. So within any given book, there's some consistency of the level of the problem. The diagrams are large, which I also like. It makes it easier to read out without having to copy the stones onto a physical board or do something else. You can just read them out like this. And another thing I like about these books is that they are pretty independent from having any kind of solution book. And the reason for that is you can often take for example, this set of problems. So if you look at diagram one, you say save black, and let's say you don't, this is too hard for you to solve. You can look at diagram two, and that actually shows you the first move that black would play to live, and one of white's attempts to kill it anyway. And so you can look at this diagram and you say, okay, this is an easier problem now. If I play here and then now I have to figure out how to refute white's move. And so you can, for that reason, if you're reading the right level of book, you actually don't need the solution diagrams because it shows you some of the different moves that you're going to have to try to refute, and it can walk you through some of the solutions. So, for example, here, sometimes it will switch colors. For example, it switches colors to black here, and the reason is because white has made a mistake. If black plays here, there's a shortage of liberties. White can't connect. So here, black would, of course, have to play a ko. So this is an example of a case where if you're strong enough, you can just look at the first diagram and read it out as far as you can. Think about the different refutations, and then you can go and check to see, hey, did I consider this? Did I consider that? This is a much better way, in my opinion, of representing variations than many books provide. And it also helps you study the problems that maybe you're having some trouble with. So for review purposes, you could just go and take a piece of paper and mask out everything except for the first diagram on any page, and then do the exercises that way. But when you're just learning new techniques, you could probably just read the book as is and work through it. So these problems are very practical, showing common techniques that really exist in games. So that's book two. Book three contains some slightly more advanced problems, but common problems that you'll see in games. These notchers, things that are in Davy's life and death. There's review sections where you can go and test your knowledge for problems that you've solved earlier on in the book, and it's just slightly more advanced. If you look at this book, it covers a lot of the common life and death shapes, things that go on at the 2-2 point, various types of 10,000 year ko's, rectangular 6. These are things that actually show up in real games, and that's one of the reasons I find this particular series practical. Thanks.